Hi Taurus, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Taurus, this is your love reading starting today on the 12th of May, and I started to incorporate the number or the frequency of the number into the reading or the basis of the reading. And so today's date is number 12, and that's a new beginning, number 1. And then number 2 is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. So that's a gorgeous foundation for your love. And also, if you combine those two, we have number 3. So that is passion, creation, creativity, I should say, laughter, joy, fun. So it's a really good basis. So let's see specifically what's going on for you, Taurus, for the very near future. I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. It's just not a typical tarot reading. I only use the images to get my own intuition going. And is that too? I just want to say you might be dealing with an Aries. Oops, sorry, a bit noisy. You might definitely be dealing with an Aries. I have 4 cards on the table and all 4 came out for Aries, only in different places and both like in a combination of both the YouTube reading and the extended reading. So there's a mix of both. But if you have a strong, like if your person is Aries or if you have a strong Aries in your chart, it can also be just the description of the Aries. Like it's a fire sign and it's very much a leadership energy. That could also mean just for you. You don't have to have Aries strong in your chart, if that makes sense. 6 of Raphael is your basis, like the basis card. And we had the new beginning in relationships, and with number 3, all about the creativity, passion, joy, fun. And 6 of Raphael of then the inner child is like, it's like when you've healed. So 6 is all about the completion of you, the totality of you, the wholeness of you. That's when you're in alignment with your inner being. That's when you're really in balance. And 6 of Raphael, it speaks about how you're in balance with the healing from within. And because it's 2 kids sitting there and they're dressed in green and it's like all looks really, really harmonious. And on the bottom it says, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindle relationships, children or childhood. It just feels to me like you're the complete healing of the inner child, the complete healing of you, whatever hardship that you went through in terms of loving yourself, that having that complete self, the yin and yang between the feminine and masculine, the yin and yang between the how do I put that into, okay, so let's say it this way instead. It's not understanding maybe as a child or not understanding even as a young adult why you kept attracting the wrong people for you or the wrong lovers for you. But now, having healed that inner child, having found that balance, the balancing act between who you are and what you want and another person and what they're bringing or not bringing to the table, is like you figure that out with this card. That energy is sort of in place, which is really gorgeous and really the foundation for any type of relationship. And then we have number 3, the Empress. I just love the Empress. The Empress to me is just so strong and so balanced and so secure and fundamentally stable. So there's something to your energy right now that is really solid and stable and knows what it's doing And it's number 3, so it's passion, creativity, fun, joy, laughter. There's a lot of yummy stuff going on for you. And then I see, then there's a deer in the background, and the deer for me speaks about love. And we have a squirrel here, and the squirrel for me speaks about out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old and in with the new. So it's like some of you guys could be dealing with a breakup right now, and because you met somebody new, I don't think that you were going to stay in this relationship anyway. Only meeting this new person has sort of speeded up the situation a bit. Like it's like somebody wants to get out of a job, but you never would like quit the job because it's giving you money, and it's like you don't know what to find next or where to go, but you just don't like that job and you really want to get out of there. And so the universe sometimes gives you a little push, gives you a little help. It doesn't seem like help maybe at the very beginning, but they're letting you go from work, and you're maybe a bit upset in the very beginning, but then you go do what you always wanted to do anyway, but you just didn't have the courage to quit the job because that's where your main income came from, or something like that. This is similar. This is like you're in this relationship and you feel like the relationship probably has run its course, and then this person comes along, and somebody might say that they're a rebound. Is that what it's called? Like you're rebounding on a person, like there's a person coming in that is sort of giving you the opportunity to sort of think of just somebody else. You're not supposed to be with that person forever and ever more after that, but it sort of takes things off of your mind, and you quickly move into this relationship only to find out that you're not going to stay there. I don't think that this is the case this time. I think this is your person coming in, turning things upside down. You were probably done in your previous relationship anyway, but this has speeded things up for sure. And you're so stable, and so I wouldn't say, like, if I would have picked up that you are completely out of balance, you've no clue who you are, you have no idea what you're attracting, and you don't know what you want in a relationship, then I would say this is just like a catalyst people. This is just like a catalyst person. This is a person that's in between. This is a person who is more of a it sounds horrible when I say it, but you know who those are. And it doesn't mean that the person is bad, and they're getting heaps out of it still, but they're like a filler, not to be playing on any words here, but they're just, some in-between person for you. This is not, because you're stable, you've healed your inner child, you're as balanced as a balanced person can be with this Empress card. Rock solid. Typical Taurus, rock solid. And from that standpoint, you're attracting this new person into your life. And so therefore, I can't say that this is an in-between person, or this is a just flailing energy because you're so know not what to do. This is built on this stable energy. So it's out. It sounds also very harsh, but it's out with the old and in with the new. If you're single, this is a the person that is about to come in is somebody that is very solid and trustworthy and loyal and friendly, kind, stable. Did I say that? Like they have a very, because you're attracts like. So it's like it's going to be the same, right? It's going to be the same energy. I don't get too much around, or rather nothing, which is very little too much, of for committed. I'm not really picking up anything there right now. And then we have Page of Ariel. And Page for me has turned into this, like we're turning the page. We're flipping the page into something new. Page of Ariel. And so this Page of Ariel speaks about how you really have gathered so much information, or you've exchanged, like you meet those people, whatever your relationship status is right now. You meet those people where sometimes even getting into the relationship, you on some level know that you're not going to stay there. It almost feels unnecessary to even start the conversation or start the relationship, because you just know on some level you're not going to stay there. You're not going to be there. But then you enter the relationship anyway, and you might think that it's just due to lack of having nothing better to do, or whatever, whatever's playing out in your mind, why you chose that, even though you know you're not wanting to, not wanting to, but like it's not for the long haul. But there's something there. You're getting something out of it. Sometimes, crossing people's paths and just staying together with them for 2 weeks or even just 2 days. I'm not kidding now. Like even just 2 days. There might be some sort of information that's being exchanged. You might get some really gorgeous information from somebody, or you might exchange some gorgeous information with somebody else. Like you're gaining knowledge because you cross paths with this person, but that was the exchange. And then sometimes when we're with this person for a longer time, and all of a sudden it's like we run out of topics, we run out of conversation, there's no evolution happening here, because you've been there with them for so long. It's like you're judging the relationship that you should stay longer, you should stay there because you've been so long together. And I get it, you've invested more money, more time, more just energy on your part, like wanting whatever you wanted out of that relationship. But I feel like you gathered enough information from the past relationships, you passed on enough information to other people, the exchange has happened. And so 2 stories coming out here, and it's almost like we have a situation, not so much for separated and committed. You have to put this situation into your life, because I can't really say that this is only for singles or only for separated. In a way, this is for committed, but committed that is on their way to separate. Because what I'm picking up, the storyline that I'm picking up here is somebody that is in a relationship, about to leave it, and the relationship is going to, the separation is going to go so much faster because you already met somebody new. But it can also mean that you're single. It can also mean that you're separated, or like whatever situation this is in or you're in. It can apply to you, is what I feel here. I think I'm trying to say, if you're in a committed relationship and you don't plan on leaving that relationship, that is not a storyline that I pick up on. I don't get too much information about that at all. If you're committed and solid, it means that you're good. But this reading probably isn't for you. It's like a situation where you've gathered enough information so you know really, really well what you seek in your next relationship. And that doesn't matter whether you're in a committed relationship, wanting to separate and getting into a new relationship, or like whatever situation. You've gathered enough information, you gathered enough wisdom from the past so that you know what you want for your future relationship. It's a pink border, so it speaks about the romantic love. It's Ariel, which is the love angel, and it's a page of Ariel. So we are turning the page in love. So if you're single, you're turning that page. You're not going to be single for that much longer. If you're separated, you're going to come back together with your person. If you're in a committed relationship and you want to get out of it, you're not going to stay there for very long. If not already, you've had the talk to, or thought about having a talk to really separate, like really putting your foot down and say what you want. And you have like enough, whatever situation, you have enough information now to move on to turning the page. Okay? And then we have the star, which is absolutely gorgeous. The star is all about a wish fulfillment. So there's this relationship that you want is really coming to fruition. It's coming in for you. The star is a wish fulfillment. And number 17 is so super strong. It's a 7. And I did forget to say the cards is being reversed by the program. The images rather, or it would be like this. And it just speaks about how, it turns the image, and I'm keeping it in for now. 17 speaks about the immortality of everything, how nothing really dies, how nothing we're changing. Like, yes, we are physical beings, and when we're dying, we're letting go of our body, but the energy moves on. The energy keeps, it doesn't die. So there's the never-ending immortality. Nothing can really die. We have number 1, which speaks about new beginnings, and we have number 7, which is all about you done enough. You did all you could. You gathered enough information for you to step into this new gorgeous relationship. And then combining those two, 1 + 7 = 8. So we have the infinity sign, which is very much about the immortality. But infinity is almost even longer. Immortality is like nothing can really die. But it's the same thing as saying the infinity. Only the infinity, it's just something that keeps going. It's these soul cycles that just never ends. They just keep going. And it's a strong manifestational number. So in heaven, so on earth, so above, so below. You're bringing something in. And this is your relationship coming in. Absolutely gorgeous. It says on the bottom, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. So Taurus. What else for Taurus and your love story? I am not kidding. They're the same still. 6th of Gabriel and Knight of Michael. I had exactly those two in Aries. So up until now, we have 6 of the same cards as I had in the Aries reading. And you see how I shuffle. It's not like I picked them. I could have picked them and it still would be valid. But they're flying out. And it's a different vibe though. And it's like, oh, wait. Okay, I might mess with somebody's head now, but obviously I'm only the messenger. The messenger. I am only the messenger here, guys. I do see also the rainbow here. But let's get back to that. So okay, so it's the same cards that are falling out, but there's a completely different vibe. So I feel for some of you guys, for some of you, not at all of you, but for just maybe 2 or 3 people, 2 or 3 Tauruses, the face might be the same. Like you might be with a person and it's the same person. It's the person you've always been with, and you think that you're getting the same old, but it's sort of the vibe that is coming out here. Maybe you need to feel this in your gut. You need to take responsibility for what the story is for you, the right one or the truthful one is for you, right? What I'm saying here is suggestions, and you try them on and see if they fit you. If they don't fit you, the reading is not for you. Just because they say something doesn't necessarily mean that it's true for you. So what I'm saying here is that it's the same layout, it's the exact same cards, but it has a different vibe. And so for some of you people, I feel that maybe if you're in a committed relationship, first let's do the committed relationship. So maybe you're in a committed relationship thinking you want to have a divorce or be separated. And what you think is that this body, this name, this face is like that's how they are. This is how he or she is, and there's no way around that. Only you attract from this person what you vibrate, right? So whatever you got going on is what you're attracting into your life. This is exactly what I talked about, how I could say that it's not an in-between person. This is actually your person, because you're so solid and so balanced, and therefore you're attracting more of the solid and balanced people into your life. This is the exact same thing. If you're shifting your energy only just by meeting this new person, and you shift your focus into love and being smitten and being like feeling like you're opening your heart again, that could very well attract a new version from your already person. And here's where I say you need to feel this one out. Are you in a committed relationship where you want out, and this new person coming in, it really helps you to let go of the past relationship, and it's actually your person that you're supposed to be with? Or are you in a committed relationship and you're meeting this person thinking you want to leave, meeting this new person that sort of has you a bit like you just open up and you're on cloud nine and you're just, you know, it's really awesome, which then opens your heart up, and so you start to attract new things from your partner, and you just, for the life of you, could not see that. So it actually is not a guilt trip, or you shouldn't, I don't know, you figured out whether you're telling your partner about seeing somebody new or not. Maybe not even feel as you're cheating on them, or feel like I'm so far gone from this relationship because I'm seeing this other person, I'm so smitten by them. Doesn't necessarily have to be true. It is true, but only for you to sort of activate something within you again, so that you can attract that from your already person, if that makes sense. And so you do the math here of what you want and how that is playing out for you, okay? Also, if you're in a separated situation and you want to pull in this person, and you're a bit afraid that they're going to turn up the exact same way as they did last time, it is completely all up to you, because what energy are you sending out? What vibration do you have active that allows for you to attract the same stuff? If you haven't changed one bit, I wouldn't take them back, because that means that you would just get exactly the same results from that person. I don't want to talk about results in a relationship, but you would attract from them exactly what you attracted last time. But if you've grown, and if you elevated your energy and your vibration, and you're stepped into something new, and you're this balanced, solid, gorgeous energy now, you can have an old person back. Not an old person, you know what I mean? Bad English there. You can have a person back from your past, and they could bring a complete new version of themselves to you because you've changed, right? And so there's actually not so much to the cards within themselves than it is having the exact same cards to give you the story that same face, same name, but could be very different. Okay, I'm going to continue in the extended, and I'm going to draw more cards on this story. So if you feel like you resonate with this story, then you probably will resonate with the extended as well. If not, then thank you so much for watching. I do want to say though, first before I go, that I've lowered the price on the extended due to everything that's going on in the world, and I know that some people are really struggling financially right now. So if I can help in some way by just lowering it a bit, I think that's my contribution. Thank you for the donations, which makes it a good circle. Awesome. So with that said, I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys. Bye.